Hello, welcome to episode 12 of our Let's Play Uprising 3 as Italy. If you remember from last time, the Brazilians managed to take a sizable chunk of France. Well, not a sizable chunk, maybe a quarter at most. We had a partisan uprising in Greece, which is annoying. Our front in the Caucasus kind of stabilised, but it's nowhere near as good as it used to be. And the Germans have been driven back quite a bit in Russia. I mean, I guess there's also a little uprising in Iraq, but I don't really care about that. On the plus side, well, I was going to call it Japanese, but mostly the Romanians actually have conquered India. Yeah, in Southeast Asia looks very Japanese. They've captured Midway there. And other than that, it's all much of a muchness. Now, this is actually the second time I have played this episode, because after recording it the first time, I accidentally managed to delete it. So I'm just going to kind of sort out stuff to deal with the Greeks here. I'm just going to quickly shift my garrison divisions south to try and block them. And then I'm going to bring over the Alpine corps from the Caucuses to kind of drive them back. Well, not really drive them back, but, you know, kill them. And the other side of that is that if we go to the Caucasus in a minute, you'll see that my flank there is kind of open. So I'm also going to just pull back to a more defensive position, just because I really don't want to get outflanked here. I'll just send these guys down. Just relieve the Alpine corps directly. A lot of my guys in there have still have low morale. For some reason the centre of my line in the Caucasus isn't getting much in the way of supplies, while both flanks are actually doing pretty good. The counter-attack here is good. Alright. Okay, let's get going. I think that'll do us. Okay, falling back. Actually, I'm going to get these two armoured divisions and just try and save the German panzer divisions kind of trapped along the coast there. Just because they will prove useful later. Well, I imagine they will. I should also say that Warpig suggested that I start trying to order my allies around a bit more to try and get them to behave sensibly instead of sending all their forces off to India. But I'm kind of very reluctant to, just because the AI, it's so unpredictable. It's like, yeah, I was having a bit of a play around this afternoon just on the like scenarios, like I was doing the Barbarossa scenario and trying to order the Germans around, but I just couldn't predict, like when I told them to, you know, focus on a certain province, I couldn't actually predict what that would mean, like whether they'd actually send all their forces there, or occasionally they'd actually just ignore it completely, or yeah, sometimes they'd be stripping other fronts to, like, you know, letting the Soviets through in one area so they could capture Kiev or whatever. So I've kind of decided just to leave it as it is for now. Just because I kind of don't want to make the situation worse than it already is. And I'm kind of hoping that once you know, the guys finish up in Siam, well, you're supposed to, not Siam, Burma, that they'll all come back and we'll be able to save Europe as it is. See, my garrison divisions are actually capable of dealing with the militia or the Greek Partisans in combat. The only real problem with them is that they attack very, very, very slowly, as it takes them most of a month to capture to move to the next province. And I'm being driven back here quite solidly. An infantry division, and I should have popped it right there, because that's where the Greeks were attacking. Oh, that was a minor stuff up. Oh, they're not going to be saving anyone if they've got no fuel. So, what can I do here? So I just have to pull them back. Lost New Ort. Bugger. Okay, unfortunately that campaign's going to take a while, just because the garrison troops move so slowly. Actually, how about I try? Oh. Nothing important there. So we're going to have the morale. Just try our luck here. Oh, that was a quick loss. Yeah, let's keep these troops right here just so that the Germans have somewhere to retreat to. Not that it's much of a because it looks like that or the Panzer Division's kind of trapped. Garrison Division. Actually, I better drive that guy through and just have the garrisons come to take his place in the line. That should work pretty well. Yeah, I'm kind of getting a bit worried. Well, we've got no espionage points, which really means my spies are failing somewhere. Low diplomacy, we haven't even had low diplomacy, but more importantly, I've only got 21 manpower, which isn't going to last me very long. Since this Brittany Corps got no more divisions left under it, I might as well change it to Greece and send it over here to help out the offensive. And where's it? Yugoslav garrison army? Okay, let's try another attack here. Those corps aren't going to be easy to organise, but whatever. The Brazilians have put a lot of forces directly opposite me, which means this attack's going to be kind of difficult, but at least we'll keep them pinned down, so hopefully we can attack, you know, the Germans and Romanians be able to help somewhere else along the front. We might as well capture Athens and what's it, Chalkida? Whatever, while we're there. So my infantry's actually probably fast enough they can do all that before the garrison divisions will capture the nearest province. This attack's not going that well. I suppose we are slowly wearing them down. Yeah, there's not very much point keeping them both there, or even keeping one of them there, other than to save the Germans, but like, they're not going to be able to put up any fires for the Soviets to decide to attack. They're just there to try and intimidate the AI a bit. And this attack wasn't going anywhere. Cool, conquered Bhutan. Well, Japan conquered Bhutan. Let's get my ships to go chase after whatever's raiding my convoys there. Then you can have a promotion. No, yeah. Like the Tsar is a better admiral, but Campione already in charge. Yeah, pretty huge stacking penalty. But whatever. Around there. I think we're reached the point where I can just keep attacking now. The Alpine troops are almost here. Although, to be honest, I don't really think I need them. I think I've actually won in Greece already. Okay. Got Athens, we can get those supply convoys back, which will hopefully help out in the Caucasus a bit. Actually, we only lost one, I think, to Turkey. So there it is. They must have run out of supplies for a split second there as they stopped attacking, which is a nuisance. Alright, hopefully we can save the 1st Panzer Division, but it looks like all the others got trapped in Crimea. Okay. I feel obliged to go on the offensive even though there are so many forces right there. Oh cool, we sunk some Soviet subs. Okay, apparently we're winning this. Actually, no, it's I think those two problems with the last two that I've done. It just occurred to me that I've got my transport fleet right there. So I might as well take the easy way of doing this. Well, it's easy assuming the Royal Navy's not around, but I don't think they'll be operating this far away from Gibraltar. Huh, we bit them. That's nice. Just going to launch a spoiling attack here. And again, they've actually got very few forces there, or at least less than I thought they did. I thought the Greeks would be a bit more powerful than it turns out they were. As in there were just so many militia divisions, I think they should be able to do something. But, seems not. Oops, now I'd rather have them move overland. Okay, I just want these guys to support. There they go. It doesn't look like we're going to do that well. Alright, about to win here. But we can't make any progress in France. Now, you guys probably shouldn't be attacking. So I'm just going to reorganize them on the fly here. Well, that's not looking good, but at least Romania and Hungary aren't at war with Soviet Union, otherwise they'd be driving right through into Greece by now. Or met a bit of saturation, but they'd be on their way. Didn't even know there was a battle going on there. Yep, there's the 1st Panzer Division. Made it out safely and is now driving off somewhere useful, hopefully. I managed to keep Baghdad despite doing absolutely nothing to deserve it. And we drew back behind that river. Just move the Alpine troops back over to the transport ships. I'm kind of tossing up between whether I should send them back to the Soviet front, or possibly into France, or possibly even capture Gibraltar on the way. But we'll see. It's just that one province isn't getting supplies. So what I'm doing here is I'm just going to upgrade the naval base at Batumi, and I'll prioritise it because the naval bases also don't require any manpower. Whereas the garrison divisions and destroyers that I've been building lately have actually been lowering my manpower quite a bit. And troops as well. Actually no, let's build another one here. Copuleti. There's traps on again. Naval base, cool. And it's just something that I can produce now that will actually really help me in the war. Just because the more the naval base, the bigger the naval base gets, the more supplies can pass through it. Yeah, it doesn't take any manpower. I've only got 12 left. Just get everyone to mob the final province. These guys will just move in to block the Greek and physical retreat through. There we go. All the Greek forces destroyed. We managed to win the battle of La Rochelle. Oh, but it looks like they have driven back our allies there, and looks like they're about to turn our flank. We'll just leave that on the front for now. Actually, no, I think we're going to have to send the Alpine troops back here. Like, just having a reserve corps is going to help me so much, just because I can swap them out when the supplies get low. Or actually, knowing me, I'll more likely just make the line longer. But whatever. I kind of don't really use reserves. I always intend to, and I generally, if I can, I start off with reserves. But there's always like, yeah, I'll just have a longer front line. Unfortunately, I don't think I can actually stretch my line to cover Courtois there. So we're just going to kind of have to hope that our allies can hold it for us. You know, it doesn't look like they intend to. Actually, it looks like they've already lost it. There we go, we have lost it. Okay. Okay, I'll get my Alpine troops going the offensive. Actually, stop there. There, that's better. And hopefully I'll capture Zestipone and encircle that single division. And my Alpine troops will be there to plug up the gap in my line. And I'll have a corps in reserve, getting supplies and generally kicking ass. But I'm going to have to fall back and make a little defensive line behind this river at La Rochelle. Simply because the Brazilians would drive me back so fast there. Well, no, not fast, but like they defeated my frontline troops so quickly just because I'd spread them thin as it was. Except for in La Rochelle itself, where I've got tons. Yeah, we'll let the offensive go just to try and distract the Brazilians a bit, but so I can't really hold that line. I've really lost the rush. Yeah, I think I'm going to last long if we can pull back. Okay, the situation in France isn't great, but Greece is good, so there's that. Let's just send these garrison divisions back to where they are supposed to be garrisoning. I'll just do it slowly because it uses less supplies and I don't think there's any particular hurry. So I'll just say down on the beach in like 5 minutes that there will be a Yugoslav uprising of the same scale. But just kind of just remind me, they've got all these garrison troops here, and they can kind of plug up the line, plug up the whole line. Where my allies have managed to lead the Brazilians through. Just on HQ. Okay, well we didn't encircle that division because they managed to pull it back, which we kind of expect to since they could see their attack coming a mile away. So we'll just move forward and reoccupy this province. And we've lost a bit of La Rochelle. Bugger, bugger, bugger. See how well these garrison divisions do against actual soldiers. Well, they're going to have to wait a long time before they can attack again. The Soviet forces have just advanced into Poland. So now that we've captured this opponent, I'll send these guys off to capture whatever that province is called. I can't quite read it below the Soviet division. They'll just kind of chuck another one of these corps in reserve, effectively. Just try and make an actual defensible position here somehow. And they have driven deep into France. They've put a massive, well, it's not quite a wedge yet, but they're putting a massive wedge between me and the Germans. Which is a pain in the ass because I can only defend a very small frontier. Like, realistically, against the numbers they've got, given that I'm pretty sure their troops are better quality, I can probably actually defend 2 provinces effectively, maybe 3. At the moment, I'm trying to defend 5. Okay, the naval base is going to be a long time coming. We are still very low on manpower. Okay. I don't have high hopes for this, but you never know. And actually, we have no chance there. At least we'll keep them pinned down for a bit. I'll just try and pull those guys back to somewhere where there are actually supplies. Oh, we actually won! The battle that we had no hope of winning. How the hell did we manage that? I should have been watching. I mean, I see we won, but we're not going to be able to occupy it because, looks like we're going to be defeated in Royan here, and all the forces that are going to go in to capture that province are going to be driven back. I'll start retreating the garrison division since they need a head start. I mean, despite them being quite useless, they're better than nothing. And this single division hopefully can plug the gap in Le Buguier, or however you say that. Whatever. Yeah, I'm also going to make some factories. Just because they also don't require any manpower. Yeah, I'll also check my battleships at the top, since they'll take a long time anyway. And hopefully with all that we'll go for a long time without using any manpower for anything other than reinforcements, which is kind of where I need them at the moment. garrison division is actually winning there somehow, so I'll just leave it for now and let my frontline soldiers regain some organisation. And I think we've actually been driven back a little bit to Normandy there as well. You know, I was kind of expecting if they were driving me back so hard in this area of the front, they would be gaining elsewhere, but apparently not. We've got a nice slow offensive going on here, which is quite alright with me. Cool, and that division managed to plug the gap and win a battle there. Just set the defensive line there. But you'll notice it's hanging on nothing. Like, there's a 3 or 4 province gap between those forces and the nearest allied forces. So I'm kind of actually at risk of being encircled here. But considering I can't even defend against a frontal assault at the moment, or at least I haven't been able to, I can't really... I mean, I am worrying about it, but there's not a hell of a lot I can do about it at the moment. Those guys are not in a position to attack. Let's move them back in first where the supplies are better. Actually... Okay, what I'll do is I'll get these Alpine troops to attack into there. And these guys can move up to where the Alpine troops' supply depots kind of thing is. And they'll recover their morale quickly. It's kind of strange, but they'll recover their morale more quickly on the front lines than they would sitting just behind them. Just because that Alpine Corps built up so many supplies in that province. Time to go and help out this garrison division. Get in there quickly. Not in an offensive condition. I really should have done those earlier. Supply organisation, supply transportation, they would have helped me out a fair bit in the Caucuses. But, I mean, better late than never. They'll get started on fairly soon. For some reason, just the theory tab, I always forget that there are actually technologies I can research in there. Well, not that I can research, but that I want to research them now. Okay, I want to recapture that province so I can defend along the river line. Around the supplies again. What's happening here? Okay, but we lost that battle. Lost it so bad when the divisions was retreating. Okay, I think we're just going to have to deal with that at the moment. The Germans have moved south a little bit, so we'll try and move up north. There's only a 1 province gap between us, just to make it a bit harder on the Brazilians. Just trying to get these naval bombers out here doing something useful. But they kind of don't have the range there, so I'll send them to the Mediterranean. Actually, I'll send them on a naval strike, since I know the British Navy's operating in this region. Naval strike, that's right. So, you know, they might doubt they'll sink a few ships, but they'll probably damage some. And actually, I've managed to break through the British lines. Not the British lines, the Brazilian lines. So, we can drive through to, well, Mele fairly safely. Hopefully once there, the Germans can link up with me, and we'll be able to encircle a fair chunk of the Brazilians. Like I said, that's all good talking about encirclement when I can't even hold the front lines. No, that's... Like I see the Germans have been driven back as well. So it was already pretty dubious whether we'd be able to do it, but it looks like we're not going to be able to. But hopefully, if I keep up the offensive there, freak the Brazilians out and now pull their troops back, I might be able to actually do something useful in here. So I'll start off by pulling the garrison division back because it's not going to last very long in the front lines. Let's see what we can do here. And I've not left any infantry behind La Rochelle. Cool, that division will hopefully be enough there. Okay, despite the supply problems, we're actually slowly driving the Soviets back. I mean, it's good because they've actually got a lot of forces on our front as well. So, I mean, we're helping to keep the Germans in business. That's probably the best way to see it. This doesn't look good. Some more submarines. Okay, managed to cut off a single division, which we might as well go and make our focus. Only one division. Get that guy down to Aegean. And then my retreating divisions will occupy Caucuses. I'm going to put those guys back now because there's kind of no need for them. Now, when you go to cut off those divisions putting up a fair fight. Okay, German heavy armour divisions come and helped us out. Okay, well they're not encircled anymore. But hopefully we can re-encircle them. And also we've got to keep this division pinned down because it's actually advancing to where our forces are retreating to. And if by some chance it actually gets there first, then I would have lost those divisions. This battle's not going very well, by the looks of it. Hopefully it'll improve. Oh bugger, they bit me there. So I've just lost 2 divisions. Bugger, bugger, bugger. And it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to cut off this pocket either. Okay, but we'll continue this slow and steady offensive in the Soviet Union, or into the Soviet Union. Just because I'm still kind of hoping that Germany will be able to pull this around. Well, as I say, I'm kind of hoping it's out. Basically, I only hope. Like, I can't win this war myself. My forces are decent enough at fighting the Soviets, but I mean, it's bloody obvious that we can't match up with the Western Allies. So I kind of need Germany to do the bulk of the work in the West, and they've got to get this pocket sorted, or get this whole, reconquered fronts thing sorted, and hopefully they'll be able to turn around and drive back the Soviets. I must keep seeing that they've got forces coming back from India, which is bloody good. And hopefully once they get here, we can do alright. Because the Germans have actually managed to hold the line pretty well. I think they've actually might have driven them back slightly. At least since I last looked, because I thought they were actually getting pretty close to Paris. Yeah, back to where we started. Well, actually it's worse than where we started, because the Brazilians have that huge thing there. Oh hey, we just won a naval battle. Two destroyer flotillas and a cruiser, I think that was, were sunk. Enemy ones, so that's good. Yep, I can't attack that little pocket directly, just because all the soldiers around it, they've been getting supplies the whole game. I have no real idea why. Now I might have to pull all these guys right back. Like this. If the Brazilians keep pushing through my garrison divisions there's a good chance I'm going to get trapped and kind of along the border with Spain. And I'm not going to be able to, losing 2 infantry corps, plus a bunch of garrison divisions. It's not an ideal way of fighting a war. But I think I'll just try holding on for now. Because I'm getting the impression that the offensive, or the Brazilian push there, is actually running out of steam. Because they've only pushed 2 divisions into that gap, and mostly along the front they don't have that many. But still, I'm going to need Germans to counterattack. But they do not have the forces on the front to do it. Looks like they've gone to a defensive posture. They're making that gap kind of wider. But before I do anything, my soldiers are going to need organisation, and they're not quite there yet. Okay, well, their attack just stopped because suddenly everyone ran out of supplies. Okay. I'm really not sure what I should do about that situation in France. Like, do I pull them back out now, or do I leave them for a while? Oh, well, I reckon we might leave it here for this week, just so that get a chance to think about what to do there. Just for the record, yeah, as I said, this is the second time I've played through this episode. In the first episode, we actually almost drove the Brazilians out of France. And I fancy the Caucasus a little bit better as well. But on the other hand, the Soviets actually pushed right through Poland and actually were fighting on the border with Germany. You know, the Polish-German border, and like Poland joined the Comintern. Oh, hey, the Japanese, well, they lost Midway, but they captured another Johnston Island there. So that's good. Japan's still doing alright. Almost captured Burma. Afghanistan's down well grabbed piece of territory. And yeah, it looks like the Germans have actually managed to hold them in position. You know, they've managed to hold the front on the Soviet line, but yeah. Well, anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all next time.